Seems like it's been a long time since I've posted a video, so I thought, what the hell, get something going on for you. Not a lot going on these days, just kind of waiting for the lockdown measures to end. Kind of seems like they're going to be ending most of them. God, my hair's a state. That they're going to be ending most of them in the month of July. Not all of them. I mean, there's not going to be any concerts. God forbid we ever see a concert again. But yeah, I'm supposed to be going back to work later this month, and which is fine because there's no virus here really. So I had like 3 days of no deaths, and I don't know, the last week had two days with single digits of confirmed new cases. Yesterday there was like 15. I haven't checked the cases for today yet. Usually they're low on the weekend anyway. So yeah, things are really good here. We don't really have a virus. Yay. I did get a mask delivered today on a Sunday too. I think that's really strange. They deliver packages on Sundays now. What about the Lord's Day? What about the Lord? Just got one because I wanted to have a kind of reusable kind of thing for when I'm going to need to wear it, which will be like when I'm traveling on transport and hopefully taking a flight somewhere one day. That's the idea. Won't be to America, unfortunately. Yeah, it's raining here in Glasgow. We had like some really hot weather, and then it's now gotten really cold and rainy. But I think it's supposed to clear up in another few days, so it's not such a big deal. Really, I'm glad it's cooler. I can't sleep when it's hot. I hate the heat. So I'm about to go out and get my steps and probably get soaked. I don't know. But repaired some shoes today. I've done all my mending, by the way, and I organized my photos. I've organized all my stuff. I'm done. My flat's done. Everything's done. So it is time to get back to work because I've got nothing really to do except sit around and get drunk. But I've been doing that, listening to music and trying to see friends because we can see friends outside. And, I'm going to be at work soon. So I'm trying to get in as much time with people I care about because I'm sure once I get back to work, I won't have time to do any of this. Though they do kind of think we're not going to have our full-time hours. We are going to get paid our full-time hours, kind of. We've got this part furlough scheme here in Scotland. So if you're not from Scotland, it just means that you get so many hours a week where they need you because, there's not going to be many people coming in and business is going to be really low. The company I work for, luckily, is an international company. So they've got lots of other restaurants around the world where they know kind of what to expect because these places aren't locked down anymore and had the virus first and things like this. So, they kind of, we're really prepared, We were doing stuff, all the distancing measures in the restaurant and nothing on the tables and all that kind of stuff. We were doing all that before lockdown. So that week before, and none of us got ill. So, that's good because we serve a lot of tourists. So I think if anybody was going to get ill, it would have been us, really. We were serving all the travelers. It's kind of exciting. So what they do is that whatever hours they can't give you, they keep you on furlough. The government has allowed from the 1st of July that you can have part your working hours and then the rest of it can be made up with 80% furlough pay. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm going to have 5 hours to work and I'm going to get 32 furlough ones. But even saying that, it's going to be some more money than I'm getting now, which is obviously a blessing. And it'll be nice to just go to work, like I said, I don't have anything else to do. I mended 3 coats, 4 handbags. I even did the pocket. I had to do buttons on a coat, but I even did a lining of a pocket. That's how bored I am. I've mended shoes. I've been gluing my shoes all back together because I'm wearing all kinds of shoes I haven't worn in ages, and they're coming apart because I walk like crazy all the time now. So I'm mending shoes, it's crazy. So anyway, this mask got delivered on a Sunday, and it seems like a pretty nice mask considering I bought it online. It was cheap. Cheap was a big thing because I don't have any fucking money. But nobody in Scotland is wearing masks very often here because we don't have any virus to get. So when it was spreading, nobody had masks. We were told not to wear the masks. So we don't have any real mask rage here like they seem to have in other countries. Which is a blessing, I mean, it's definitely a good thing to be wearing it, particularly if there's a lot of virus going around. But we didn't, and it stopped spreading. So I think the distancing, the washing the hands, the not touching anything is probably the main thing everybody needs to do, and cover your coughs. Cover it with a face mask or cover it with a tissue. I don't know. Just if you're coughing, cover your cough, and stay away from people. I'm really concerned that a lot of these people who have masks seem to think they don't have to stay away from people. They don't have to distance. And, they can still touch something and then touch their face when they take the mask off and give themselves the virus. It's, we didn't have masks and our virus stopped spreading. So I'm not saying that doesn't mean that it's not a good thing to do it, but I think there's a little bit more to it than just slapping on a mask and everything goes away. Why don't you stay at home, people? People should just stay at home. If the virus is spreading, don't go anywhere. Don't just put on a mask and think you're invincible. That's not how it works. And don't say, oh, I'm going to get it because everybody else isn't wearing a mask. No, everybody going out is the problem. Stop fucking going out, people. Stay in the house. Mind you, I'm just about to go out. But of course, we don't have any virus. But I'm getting a virus, though. I'm getting a cuddly COVID. I really wanted a little cuddly COVID. I get the idea. He's a little spiky guy. I always thought he'd be really cute as a little stuffed toy, because you can see I've got lots of stuffed toys here. And in the back there, on the back wall. And here's a couple behind me, I think, right? Oh, well, one of them's covered up. Anyway, so my friend Jen got me a cuddly COVID. They're selling them online. They're supposed to be like educational toys. It's not going to come till August. Hopefully that will be the only virus in Glasgow in August, because it looks like we're going to have zero virus soon. So that's kind of exciting. Because I don't want actual virus, but I like a cuddly COVID. So I got one for my birthday. I'm so excited. What other exciting things? I've had exciting things happening. I'm not going to talk about them on the video. Nothing really crazy exciting, but interesting. We had this badass stabbing going on in Glasgow last week. Somebody who was they rehoused a bunch of asylum seekers and some homeless people in hotels in Glasgow. I've heard about this, and I have seen people that look like they might be these kind of people hanging outside hotels. And so the company that was looking after the asylum seekers has got all these people crammed in these hotels, and apparently it's pretty shit. And last week it was hot as hell, by the way. On Thursday it was like, 85 or, 29 degrees, something like this. Really hot. And some guy from Sudan cracked up, man. He apparently was acting a bit strange for a few months, having mental health issues, as you can do under extreme circumstances. These places feel like prisons, because obviously you're in lockdown with all these people, and there's not much distancing. There's been a lot of talk about it. And he decided that the people in the room next door to him were purposely being noisy to try to fuck with him. And he cracked up, got a knife, and slashed the fuck out of everybody. I mean, his pal tried to tell him, no, that's not what's going on, man. The walls are thin. They're just normal people doing normal things, but it just seems really noisy. And of course, it was one of these nights. He probably didn't get any sleep because hot. And most of the hotels here don't have air conditioning in them. And I can't imagine they were pumping out any AC for asylum seekers. It's just awful. And he ran out. The cops were nearby. They were on alert. And they shot the guy dead. The cops here don't shoot people. It's kind of concerning. It kind of feels like, I don't know. I mean, was it race motivated? I don't think so. I'd like to think that they had misreported initially that 3 people had been killed. In the end, it was 6 people had been stabbed. 1 was critical. But it had been reported that 3 people were killed. So I'd like to think the police maybe thought this guy killed people and that there was something bigger going on. Because our cops, we don't carry guns. So how come an armed response team was there and shot this guy dead? I don't think this guy should have been killed. I mean, I think he should have gone to jail. He should have got some help probably before jail. He obviously had mental health issues. I mean, it's so absolutely tragic and horrible. It doesn't even bear thinking about. So there's kind of a heavy feeling in the city right now too. But the virus is going away, and hopefully things will start getting back to normal so that people who need to get some help can get help again. It's just months on end where people aren't able to see a doctor or see people properly. kind of messes with people. So let's hope things can get back to normal soon. And in the meantime, if you're indoors, wear a mask, wash your hands, don't touch anything, stay the fuck away from me, man. Cheers.